Well, good morning from the AT. This is Dogtag here. I'm at mile marker 420.4. I don't know if you can hear, but I camped. I got here late last night. End of a long day. It was 14 miles. But hot most of the day, so it was a long day yesterday. But it's Easter, and I know I'll try and call my family later. Wish them all a happy Easter. I know they plan to have a big cookout. Wish I could be there, but you know, I'm here on the AT. I got a relatively short day in comparison to the last few days. Just over 8 miles. I gotta go up over one, well, I think 2 big climbs. But I get to see Laurel Falls a little bit later this morning. And then hiking into Boots Off. We're staying at Boots Off tonight. And then tomorrow, if weather permitting, we are going to canoe or kayak across the lake for 9 miles. And that should be fun. Of course, the way my shoulders feel right now, they probably could use a little bit of exercise, at least motion. So, but I need to get packed up and get moving. Just wanted to say hello from the tent while I was sitting here, because like I said, if you listen real close, you can hear the water running. I camped out next to a nice stream here last night, and helped me sleep pretty good. I slept a little bit later than I wanted to, but I probably needed the rest. So let me get up, get moving, and then I'll check in before I hit the trail. Dogtag out. Well, you know, when you walk into a place in the dark, you never really know how good it is until you wake up in the morning. But this is where I pitched my tent last night. And you can see I'm right there next to the stream. Got to listen to it last night. It was really nice. And but Dogtag needs to get packed up and get moving, so I'm not late getting to my next destination like I was last night. So all's good. Walking at night, sometimes nice. Only thing that sucks is when you don't have a smooth trail and it's rocky and stuff, you're tripping a lot more than you would during the day. So but it's all good, you know. I got enough rest, and I need to get moving. So until later, Dogtag out. All right, April 19th. I'm kicking it off, loaded, ready to go. Beautiful stream here last night, and stream heads down. Eventually we will drop down and then get to see Laurel Falls, where this stream goes to. So Dogtag getting on the move. Another day, one step closer to Maine. dog tag here. That's the trail coming down, and comes down here to Laurel Falls. So what an incredible view. I mean, in the picture it looks small, but I bet it dropped 50 plus feet, and it's just a beautiful pool. I imagine it would be a great place to swim in the summertime. Back it up a little bit. So beautiful, beautiful. With lots of rocks down there. I don't feel like I need to walk down there to get any better view than I'm getting from here. So dog tag's going to continue on the AT, headed north to Maine. So perspective on how big the falls is, if you look right, where is it at? Right there, there's a gentleman standing down there on the river. And then that's the falls. So, like I said, 50, 75 feet waterfall, pretty impressive. I had thought about coming here to camp last night. I'm kind of glad I didn't, because there's no flat spots with all this rock around here. So dog tag needs to get moving. Talk to y'all later. So dog tag down here by the river, and the trail goes right there. Goes right along that rock face there, and then you go, oops, I'm trying to figure this out here with my finger. But it goes right around that point there. I don't know if I'm going to try to film it. I'll let you know when I get there. And if you don't see the video, then it was too sketchy to film. Came around that corner there, my water bottle got hooked up on those rocks and wanted to push me down into the river. Fortunately, you notice I'm still dry. So, interesting battle. Dog tag's gonna continue to move. What an interesting place for a flower to grow. Right here in the hard rock, right next to this river. Interesting. Well, dog tag's going to pack his camera away. I just don't want to take any chances of falling into the water with all my gear. So, beautiful thing to see on Easter morning. You know, kind of beautiful. So, all right, dog tag's moving. Well, dog tag here. Had to take a water break and snack break before I start my 3-mile uphill slog. And then it's 3 miles down, but 3 miles up. So, happy Easter to everyone. I know you'll all see this later, but while you were all in church or wherever you were, I was out here in the ultimate church, enjoying nature and watching beautiful sounds behind me. So, give me some energy to push me up this 3.1 mile hill, and you all have a great day. Be safe. So dog tag here, still not to the top of the hill yet, but I get to see the lake that we get to canoe on tomorrow. Can't wait, wish I was there now so I could dip my head in the water, or the whole body, to be honest with you. It is hot today. Dog tag out. So it's always nice on a hot day when you get to the watering hole and able to cool off and rehydrate. But when you got another 3 miles ahead of you, you do it quick and you get on the road or on the trail. And dog tag needs to get moving. So dog tag out. Well, dog tag leaving the Pond Mountain Wilderness. It means I'm 4/10 of a mile from my destination today. So dog tag needs to keep moving. Dog tag's arrived at the Boots Off Hostel. Just need to walk up this one last hill. Sucks when you think you're almost done, but then you got another hill. So dog tag here at Boots Off Hostel, and Optimus, Stick, Dr. Quinn, and Johnny Cash over there. I mean, big sexy. He's tuning his guitar, so we're gonna get to hear him play here in a minute. So I'll come back when we get that opportunity.
Can you sing the Reese's Pub commercial?
Heading down south to the land of the pines, and thumbing my way into North Carolina. Starting up the road, and pray to God I see headlights. I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers. And I'm hopping for Raleigh. I can see my baby tonight.
I wonder how popular
So
that
Optimus
song
is saying the words to the song
North Dakota.
that Big Sexy's going to try to play.
It's very similar to the chord.
So good morning, April 21st. Here on the AT. Of course, we're not quite on the AT because we're at Boots Off Hostel. It's a pretty nice hostel. Not the best that we stayed at, but historically it's here and a lot of people stop here. Today we're doing an aqua blaze of we're aqua blazing the trail, which would have been a 21-mile section. We're going to aqua blaze across the lake. They say is about 9 miles. So dog tag's getting ready for it, and some people are heading out, as you can see.
Hi.
And all right, take care, be safe, and you know, so you know, it's all good. And had breakfast. Just need to go pack my gear because they're gonna bring it to us at the end of the day where we're gonna stop, and then we're gonna see what we can do from there. All right, dog tag out.
It's pretty fascinating, quite large lake. One thing we do talk about, which is I'm going to bring up, and then basically eventually turning at 9, which is tricky though. This can be confusing. And I'll tell you that in a sec. But when you guys come to the island, this is a spot to rest and also decide if you want to continue your trip. 3.5 miles in. Some people do know you're back.
The Dogtag here. What's the name of this lake?
Watauga Lake.
We're at the Watauga Lake, getting ready to do an aqua blaze. So there's our travel for the day. Instead of my boots, and we stayed at the Boots Off Hostel last night, and they were nice enough to set us up with this aqua blaze. So we're excited to do it. So Dogtag. So Dogtag here in my flotation device for the day. It's steady there, and she's another single kayaker, and you can see the tandems are over there at the end. We're all getting ready. They haven't given us paddles because they don't trust us yet. So, you know, all good. And then once I get out on the water and feel comfortable, then I might pull my phone back out. We do have a dry box for it, so hopefully I don't drop it like I did yesterday. And all is good. So we're excited. This sounds like a fun adventure for the day. Dogtag out for now. So we are on the Watauga Lake, aqua blazing, and of course, Big Sexy is ahead with Stick. That's Sour Patch and his wife Mosey. And then I'll flip around here and try to catch Dr. Quinn and Optimus. Hold on. That's Steady there. She's paddling and recently graduated from college. And here comes Optimus and Dr. Quinn behind me here. So the expert is trying to give her husband training on how to paddle. But you notice who's doing all the work. Dr. Quinn. She was once a kayak teacher, I guess. So, but I'm getting behind, so I need to start paddling again. So there's everybody up there, and it's just a beautiful day on the lake. What a great day we picked to do this. So I got to put my phone away, and let me flip it. So Dogtag out here now on the Watauga Lake, videotaping. But I'm not going to do it long because I need to get my phone back in the dry box after dropping it yesterday. I don't need to. But that's where we departed from, behind me, and I don't want to get too far behind the group. So Dogtag out. Still moving on the Watauga Lake, and Dr. Quinn and Optimus are somewhere back there. Sometimes there's an advantage to hiking alone and paddling alone. So. But I'll flip it around and show you where Big Sexy and all. I'm trying to not push hard, but just make sure that Dr. Quinn and Optimus stay within sight of me. But this is a beautiful lake. Beautiful lake. It was formed part of the Tennessee Water Authority when they were building the dams to I think, power our nuclear efforts during World War II. So I'll flip it around. So somewhere up there you can't really see. I'll zoom out a little bit and see if I can get them in closer. Oops. There's the rest of the group down there. They're paddling away. And Dogtag's gonna put his phone away so I don't drop it again. Dogtag out. So Dr. Quinn is trying to give her husband Optimus a paddling lesson. It's such a treat to watch. Hey, I know you want this from video, so. What a treat. Sometimes you can be married for 20 or 30 years and you can't get in sync with a paddle. So. So Dogtag, and I won't say I'm on the AT, I'm on the Watauga Lake, and we're on Watermelon Island. And 3 miles in, it's all been fun. So Dogtag here on Watauga Lake, and this is Dr. Quinn and Optimus, and you know they're in a tandem kayak, and so as you saw on the previous video, that wasn't a great experience. I offered to let Dr. Quinn ride a single, and then I'd take
marriage counseling.
I was trying to keep them happy, and they've agreed to switch places in their tandem, and if it doesn't work, then Dr. Quinn's going to take the single, and I'm going to rescue a marriage. So
I apologize.
we'll see.
I apologize.
She doesn't have to apologize. It's just she's a wonderful lady, and she loves her kayaking, and but just sometimes tandem kayaking is not probably a good thing for marriages. So we're and there is another group that's a marriage here. The old Mosey and her husband Sour Patch, and they're having the similar problem. So, but it's all good. You can see behind me this beautiful lake, Watauga, and and I should show you that while out on the lake, Dogtag had an interesting find. And in the movie Castaway, Wilson gets lost. And it was funny, everybody was talking about the movie Castaway earlier, but look what Dogtag found on Watauga Lake. It's not Wilson, we'll call it Diamond, because there's a diamond on it. But it was floating in the lake. And then just after we found Wilson, we found his little brother, Penn. His pen was on the lake. So, the interesting things you find on Watauga Lake. But this is probably a lake that got dumped. A lot of the stuff from Helene got dumped in, and who knows, some young kids missing their volleyball. But Dogtag's going to carry it in his kayak for a while. So it's all been fun. We stopped at this little island for a lunch break, and we're going to probably be getting back here going soon, because we're a third of the way. We got 6 more miles. Dogtag out. We'll see y'all later, alligators. So I'm getting ready to watch this. Big Sexy just dipped his shirt into the Watauga Lake to cool off. And I want to wait and watch when he puts that cold shit on his body. He's probably going to go hide somewhere so he doesn't show us when he screams. So, come on, Big Sexy, put it on. Let's see it. Let's see you. Oh, he wrings it out. I thought he would.
Take it with you. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's two little tiny catamarans.
There you go. Oh, we could have used that yesterday coming down that mountain, or going up the mountain. I'm telling you, I could have used that going up the. Okay. Optimus and Dr. Quinn have switched places. We're going to see if the marriage works better with Optimus in the back and Dr. Quinn in the front. So off they go. So we'll see. I'm going to go get in my kayak and follow the road. Dogtag.
You better start waving your pelicans in there. Let me record that shit.
That boat came really close to Dr. Quinn and Optimus.
How's it going? Yeah.
I think we'll all have sore biceps tomorrow.
Or shoulders.
Triceps, baby.
Have you seen any animals?
So Dr. Quinn and Optimus, look at the reverse is working, and they're getting there in the end. So, and then up way ahead of us is the rest of the group. But I need to paddle because the wind is blowing against me and I'm stopping. So Dogtag needs to get moving. So Dogtag here, we're nearing the end of our AQUA Blaze journey, and I just wanted to film some of these beautiful homes that are back here. I can't film for too long because the wind is blowing me backwards, so, but just beautiful back here. And down the way there is Butler, Tennessee, I think is what they called it. So Dogtag out. I'll check in when we get to the restaurant because we're eating dinner at a restaurant tonight. Sloan City, possible future job as a marriage counselor. Future job as a marriage counselor. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So Dogtag here, we have finished our AQUA Blaze for the day. And Dr. Quinn and Optimus are still married. So there you go. And so, you know, every once in a while we got to be willing to change, and things work out in the end. So
That's right.
beautiful little town here that I guess we're walking over to the sign that says restaurant. And that's where we're gonna, they say that there's a big burger in store for us. We'll see. Oh, and the all-you-can-eat salad bar. That's what we're more interested in. Dogtag out.